that takes us on.
Over to you for the ranger.
Yeah, that takes us to the ranger now. I know, put away your torches and pitchforks, because I can see that you're all there like, nothing can fix the PHP ranger. It's a shit show. And yes, it is. I get that. Calm. We are a lo-fi, chill, tabletop role-playing podcast.
Yes.
So let's just give it a chance. Let's give it a chance, boys. Okay,
look,
and girls.
I like what they've done to the ranger. They have admitted it's fucked, and they have fixed it. Okay,
Yeah.
It's fixed.
There is so much additional content here. So much.
Strap yourself in. This is going to be a long one.
So, first level, you get Deft Explorer, which allows you to do. You gain the canny benefit below, and you gain additional benefits. So, canny, choose one of your skill proficiencies. Your bonus proficiency is doubled for that ability. So you basically get expertise. You can also read and write 2 additional languages of your choice. You get expertise. Why have they called it something else I don't get? But okay. Roving, your walking speed is increased by 5, and you gain a climbing speed and swim speed equal to your walking speed. Which again, you're a bit there like, what? Rangers didn't get that before. And then tireless at 10th level. As an action, you give yourself a number of temporary hit points equal to 1d8 plus your wisdom mod. You can use this action a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, and they all come back after a long rest. In addition, whenever you finish a short rest, your exhaustion level, if any, is decreased by 1. So you can get rid of exhaustion on a short rest, which could be useful.
Just going back to roving, and this goes for the druid as well. I really don't like that the swimming speed is something that's locked behind that higher level. You know, if you're playing a Triton, that makes no sense.
I thought Tritons gained swim speed. Did I make that up? Did I dream that?
No, that's true. But I really don't like that. Swimming is one of those things. Again, that's so situational. Who cares if it's locked behind level 6? Who cares if you get a swimming speed at level 1? This should be something that rangers get at level 1. It's another one of those things that should give them their uniqueness. Unless you're a Triton and you're getting it anyway. There's no reason for that to be locked behind level 6.
This is weird. You get Favoured Foe, which replaces the favourite enemy feature and works with Foe Slayer. So if you've got Foe Slayer, it works with that, but it gets rid of your favoured enemy feature.
I like so when this. You hit the favoured enemy was the worst thing about the Ranger. Stupidly situational. Absolutely insane how situational that was.
And it was useless. Yeah, and also like it wasn't apples to apples when you like went humanoids or something like that. It was like if you want humanoids, you have to pick 2 specific humanoids. You're like, what? So I can hunt any beast, but not any human. That makes no sense. But yeah, when you hit a creature with an attack roll, you can call on a mystical bond and mark the target as a favored enemy for 1 minute. So that becomes your favored enemy, that person who you hit. The first time in each of your turns that you hit the favored enemy and deal damage to it, including when you mark it. The increase in damage is a D4. So you do a D4 when you mark it, and every time you hit it afterwards. So you basically get 3 Hunter's Mark.
Yeah, but you can put Hunter's Mark on it as well, which really turns this class into the Hunter.
Yeah, definitely. And also as well, unlike with Hunter's Mark, where Hunter's Mark doesn't really go up, does it? No. It's like 1 time. Whereas this, it goes up at 6th and 8th, 1d6 at 6th level and 1d8 at 14th level, and this is a proficiency bonus skill as well. Yeah, this is just them going, guys, we fucked it. Like, sorry. They get additional spells: Entangle, Searing Smite, Aid, Enhanced Ability, Gust of Wind, Magic Weapon, Summon Beast. Are you kidding me? Elemental Weapon, Meld into Stone, Revivify, Summon Fae, Dominate Beast. What? Summon Elemental and Greater Restoration. I can't summon beasts as a ranger. Like, you know, those people who deal with animals. For fuck's sake.
Summon Beast is new. Summon Beast is new.
No, Dominate Beast, sorry.
Dominate Beast, yeah.
No, Summon Beast is new. I'll give it that. That's fine. Magic Weapon's a bit meh as well. But
Searing Smite is an interesting one.
Yeah, I get it, though.
That's the only one that kind of feels out of place. But yeah, I do get it.
Isn't that the one that marks them, though? So, like, you can mark them with that as well. Is Searing Smite that one?
I don't know off the top of my head.
Yeah. So then they get extra fight styles. They get blind fighting. Yep. Cool.
Why?
Whatever.
Why would you want something that's only going to give you 10 feet of vision? Why? I don't get it. You get Druidic Warrior, which you learn 2 cantrips from the Druid spell list. I
I have an issue with these ones, these cantrip ones. Okay,
Why?
like it seems like it seems like a bit of a waste for a fighting style. Like you don't base your whole fighting style around 2 cantrips. That makes no sense. Like
Maybe. Like you said, it all goes down to choices. It all depends on the
yeah,
type of character that a person's trying to build.
thrown weapon fighting. So you can draw a weapon that has the thrown property as part of an attack. So you can do it quick draw. You +2 to the damage roll. Like with dueling, your spell casting focus can be a druidic focus now. Your primal awareness has changed. It becomes so primeval awareness becomes primal awareness at 3rd level, and you focus your awareness through nature. You learn additional spells when you reach certain levels in classes if you don't already know them, and you have like this. These spells don't count against your number of range of spells known. You can cast each of these spells once without expending a spell slot. Once you cast a spell in this way, you can't do so again until you finish a long rest. So you get some extra spells. You get Speak with Animals at 3rd, Be Sense at 5th, Speak with Plants at 9th, 13th level is Locate Creature, and 17th is Commune with Nature. So you can cast those once a day.
Yep.
Meh. Martial versatility, again, you get whenever you get an ASI at 4th level, 8th level, 12th level, and so on and so forth. You can change your fighting style. And then Hide in Plain Sight at 10th level becomes Nature's Veil. You draw on the power of nature to hide yourself from view briefly. As a bonus action, you can magically become invisible. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus and regain all expended uses after a long rest. Do you know what they should have done, Leon?
Redo the whole class with those features.
Yeah, redo the fucking class.
Yeah.
Right? I've just read the whole of the fucking ranger class. Like what? Yeah, whatever. That's. Do you want to take the Fey Wanderer?
Yeah, I'll take this. So this is the subclass that allows you to be a tiefling without actually being a tiefling. These are essentially people that have been touched by something in the Fey. There are a couple of gifts that the Fae could have given you. So the artwork I'm looking at for this, it's basically a human with green skin and goat horns. Now, when I first saw this, I thought they made a mistake. I thought, that's not a human, that's a tiefling, a green tiefling. But then I realized, wait, no, it's not. So some of the gifts that it gives you, it can give you illusory butterflies or fresh seasonal flowers spouting out from your hair. Or you can faintly smell of cinnamon, lavender, nutmeg, and other delicious Christmassy spices. You can get the Peter Pan shadow, so your shadow dances while no one is looking directly at it. That's awesome. Horns or antlers spouting from your head, and then finally your skin and hair change color to match the season at dawn. So that last one kind of has like some Eladrin vibes, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Kind of cool.
Yeah.
Alright, so what do you get for this? So at level 3, you get Dreadful Strikes. So you can augment your weapon strikes with mind-scarring magic. When you hit a creature, you do an extra D4 psychic damage on the target. That's only once per turn. But let's stop and take stock. Okay, so at level 3, you're going to have your Hunter's Mark. You're going to have... What was the other thing called, Adderson? You're going to have your...
Favoured Foe.
You're going to have...
Favoured Foe and Foe Slayer at higher levels, yep.
Yeah, so Favoured Foe, Hunter's Mark, and now this Dreadful Strikes. You are going to be an absolute damage dealer. You're going to be a freaking
monster, absolute monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, to one specific creature, but damn, that's still a lot of damage. So it's going to be 2d4, and then what is it from Hunter's Mark? A d6, and then the weapon damage.
Yeah, and your and any bonuses you add, yeah. So.
Yeah, and 2 of those things are going to increase your proficiency. That's insane. That's insane.
Mm-hmm. And it gets worse at higher levels. If you look, it's 1d6 when you reach 11th in the class. So that's nuts.
Yeah, they've really upped the damage output of this. I'm not sure how it ties in with their bounded accuracy design philosophy. Who knows? Anyway, next you have the Fey Wanderer Magic, and you've got Charm Person, Misty Step, Dispel Magic, Dimension Door, and Mislead, all very thematic for a for
Fey creature.
The Fey. I think a couple of those things are on the Archfey Warlock spell list as well. So kind of touching on that. Level 3, you also get otherworldly glamour. So your Fey qualities give you supernatural charm. Hello. As a result, whenever you make a charisma check, you gain a bonus to the check equal to your wisdom modifier.
Oh, for God's sakes! So now I'm going to have these guys and the bard persuading people. No, no, don't do this.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if her hair smells of cinnamon, I'm getting charmed. Okay, all right. You also get proficiency in deception, performance, or persuasion. So half ranger. No, this is kind of a cross between Archfey Warlock and a bard.
Yeah,
and a sprinkling of Eladrin with the Misty Step. Although I think the Archfey Warlock gets it anyway. I can't think off the top of my head anyway. Level 7, you get the Beguiling Twist. Beguiling Twist. The magic of the Fae guards your mind. You have advantage on saving throws against being charmed or frightened. You can use your reaction to force a different creature you can see within 20 feet of you to make a wisdom saving throw against your spell's DC, and if they fail, they are charmed by you or frightened. Your choice. Level 11, Fey Reinforcements. Fey Reinforcements. The royal courts of the Feywild have blessed you with the assistance of Fey beings. You know, Summon Fey, which is a new spell in this book. Summon Spay, Summon Fey. You don't want to summon a Spay. That's just a bad recipe for everybody.
Oh, God, no.
And, little caveat, when you start casting the spell, you can modify it so that it doesn't require concentration. However, the duration... Or components, yeah. And the duration becomes 1 minute for that casting. Then, finally, you've got Misty Wanderer. You can slip in and out of the Feywild. To move in a blink of an eye, you can cast Misty Step without expending a spell slot. And that's equal to your Wisdom modifier. In addition, you can bring one willing creature within 5 feet of you. So you can teleport yourself and somebody else.
That's kind of like the Eladrin feature where they can like send somebody. Like,
Yeah.
have you like? I can't remember which one that is, but one of them is to send somebody 30 feet, which is kind of funny. But yeah,
I like it. I really like that subclass. One of those ones with a lot of flavor to play around with. However, I think because they've leaned heavily into the Fae, they've just taken a lot from the Warlock and the Eladrin and just slapped that in here. But I do like the flavor. I did actually play an Archfey Warlock who was kind of a ranger, so this would have been better for that character that I did play in Alex's game, who sadly died. But that's a story for another time. Anyway, that's that one. Next we have the Swarm Keeper.
So this is your ranger with a control over a swarm of insects. If you've ever watched a Naruto, the anime, this is the Aburame clan who can like have bugs like living inside them and can use them to attack. The artwork to this one, just the artwork in this book, man, like needs to stop. It's so good.
Yeah.
So
I actually
on this one,
Joe is playing one of these at the moment, and her swarm is basically bats.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, going for a vampiric vibe.
Yeah. So at 3rd level, when you gain the subclass, you gain Gathered Swarm. A swarm of intangible nature spirits has bonded itself to you and assists you in battle. The swarm remains in your space until you die, crawling around you or flying. You determine its appearance by rolling on the swarm appearance table. So you can get swarming insects, miniature twig blights, fluttering birds, playful pixies, but obviously if you ask your DM, I'm sure they'll go, yeah, this was fine.
Twig blights would be cool because you'll just have like loads of little tiny Groots running around you.
Yeah. So once on each of your turns, the swarm can assist you in the following ways. The attack's target takes 1d6 piercing damage from the swarm when you hit it. The attack's target must succeed on a strength saving throw or be moved by the swarm up to 15 feet horizontally in the direction of your choice. Ooh, that's the sky for me, fam. You're going up in the air 15 feet. Like, you move by the swarm 5 feet horizontally in a direction of your choice.
So a good couple of things to get you out of dodge, basically. You know, if you're in combat with something you really don't want to be in combat with, you could just use that to disengage and run. You know, if you're on the edge of the cliff, say hello to my little swarming insects as they push you off of it.
Yeah, you're going up in the. It says horizontally, so unfortunately you can't go vertically. I misread that, but yeah, you're going. Yeah, you're going out the fucking window if I can. So at level 3, you also get Swarm Keeper magic. So obviously these are spells that you can cast with your. When you cast it, the hand. Hang on. You learn the Mage Hand cantrip as part of this, but it appears as your swarm, so your swarm takes the form of the Mage Hand and does stuff. That's kind of creepy, but invisible. Cool. Yeah. You learn in addition to this spell, the first level or higher, each of these, and counts as a ranger spell for you, but it doesn't count against the number of ranger spells you know as per usual. So at 3rd level, you get Fairy Fire and Mage Hand. At 5th level, you get Web. At 9th level, you get Gaseous Form. At 13th level, you get Arcane Eye. And then at 17th, funnily enough, you get Insect Plague. Who'd have thought? So, yeah. At 7th level, you get Writhing Tide. You can condense part of your swarm into a focused mass that lifts you up. As a bonus action, you gain a flying feat of 10 feet and can hover. This effect lasts a minute. You can use this time a number of features. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your prof bonus. So yeah, you get Mighty Swarm. Your gathered strain grows mightier in the following ways. Your damage increases by 1d8. If the creature fails its saving throw against being moved by the gathering storm, you can also knock the creature prone. That could be useful. And that's not too out of the question at 11th level. And when you are moved by gathering storm, it gives you half cover until the start of your next turn. That's big. For half cover, if you get moved by it, it's pretty cool. And then you get Swarming Dispersal. You can discorporate into your swarm, avoiding danger. When you take damage, you can use your reaction to give yourself resistance to that damage. You vanish into the swarm and teleport to an unoccupied space within 30 feet. And then that's a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, and you gain those after a long rest. So yeah, you can basically use the swarm to like move and manipulate the battlefield, save yourself. I like it. I like the Swarm Keeper. I
like both of these subclasses, and I like all of the changes to the features. There is one last thing on this. We won't go into too much detail, but they've also given you options for the Beastmaster. They've changed those. There's a few stat blocks in here, so you've got a Beast of the Sea, a Beast of the Land, Beast of the Sky. Flavor it however you want, but there's a stat block in there. They all have slightly different actions and attacks, but the stats are slightly different. The hit points will increase as you level up. So yeah, kind of cool. Not only have they fixed the Ranger overall, they've also given some changes to the Beastmaster, which was heavily overshadowed by the UA. This whole thing was just overshadowed by the UA Ranger.
Do you know what they should have done, Leon? Print the entire class. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so what are you rating this from our scale of 5?
I'm gonna give it a 2 thumbs up.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Fey Wanderer 1 thumbs up, but overall it's 2 because I really like the Swarm Keeper. Like Fey Wanderer doesn't really appeal to me, and it might just be a personal preference because I feel as if with the Oath of Watchers, the Archfey Warlock, the Horizon Walker, and all these different like planar classes, I feel as if it's a bit like another one, but that's just me. So it's 2 thumbs up overall, but I think that's mainly because of the Swarm Keeper.